Hey guys, in today's video, we're gonna cover how to follow Google's best practices in 2024. This video is gonna teach you different aspects of Google search specifically to rank your ads, rank your landing pages, your funnel, to get more leads, and more importantly, more sales for your business growth. So let's dive right in. Okay, so number one, keywords, right? So keywords are still going to be the foundation of successful Google Ads campaigns. However, in 2024, it's all gonna be about context and relevance. This is quite important. If you have a keyword campaign running right now that you see is getting very low conversions or high cost per conversions, the CPCs aren't like they used to, or perhaps you're not seeing the volume that you were expecting to get for a particular keyword, it might be because you're limiting it by having an exact match, when in reality, it should be a phrase match or a broad modifier, right? So it goes beyond that, right? It's less about whether my keyword campaigns are phrase match, exact match, or broad. It's more about what the queries, what are the long tail keywords and the semantic broad variations looking like for you and your campaigns in order to get in front of the person that has the high intent, right? So we're gonna dive into the screen. We're gonna just share a few ways of how to think about doing a campaign setup in a way that you're already jumping in front of people who are actively buying for a particular product or service. It's very important that right now you leverage Google's AI machine learning. When you leverage Google's AI machine learning, you're understanding that Google knows user intent more than most people, right? They obviously have tons of data to work with. They have a ton of money behind all of these experiments, different beta testing that's going on from bigger brands that are spending millions on testing different features, right? So you need to trust at times the algorithmic learning of the Google platform. So that way you can maximize your results and you can really just focus on creating great content and allowing Google to do their thing. I know it sounds counterintuitive when I tell you, hey, trust Google's recommendations. We're not necessarily saying to follow every single recommendation that Google does when they give you that on your Google ad platform in the notifications, right? Or they'll tell you, hey, follow this recommendation, apply, do the auto apply for your Google search campaigns. But what we are telling you is that things have been changing and have evolving and are more geared towards an AI powered, machine learning type of campaign approach to get results, right? So you want to ensure that your keywords align with the user search queries, and you want to focus basically on solving their problems, on answering particular questions and meeting the needs. So you have top of the funnel, middle of the funnel, and bottom of the funnel, where people are obviously they've already heard about your brand, they're familiarized with your brand, and they're just kind of ready to pull that trigger. And that's where you kind of want to leverage. You want to spend a little bit more of your time in that middle, bottom of the funnel, because on the cold prospecting side and the top of the funnel, you're casting a wide net, and that is how you start. You just want to align your campaigns accordingly. And depending on what type of offer you have, depending on the niche that you're in, it's going to be quite different. But in general, there's an overall rule that you just want to have context and relevance on every stage of your user journey or customer journey, right? So if you have somebody that is, starting to look up at, let's say, one of those kitchen appliances that helps, cut vegetables faster, for example, right? So you're gonna be competing with all these people who are maybe drop shipping this item, and they have Google Shopping. You're gonna compete with these private labels on Amazon. They're selling the same type of product. And, maybe your Google search campaign is more of like a branded search campaign with a review, for people who are actually looking for reviews, right? So this is where all of these, let's say, factors come into play, and what stage is that person in, and what type of product you're offering, right? So it's very different for somebody to create let's say a branded search campaign for this kitchen appliance that they've already searched for. They have a high intent for it, but maybe they saw on Amazon, they go online, they look at XYZ brand reviews for this kitchen appliance, and then your ad comes up. That's a very different approach than if it's for somebody that's offering, let's say, dental services or consulting services. So this is where you want to differentiate yourself and really understand the different searches that people do in the different stages of their buying decision. Very, very important is the keywords aspect of things to leverage of what's going on. Okay, and number two, the ads, right? So creating compelling, high converting ads, eye-catching ads, it's essential in 2024. And obviously here at the end of quarter four, you want to stand out from the crowd. In 2024, it's going to be all about personalization. It's going to be about interactive ads. How are you placing your ads? For example, voice research, right? So keep in mind, a lot of people are searching for things nowadays, even Gen Zers, right? Millennials, by voice, right? You know, they'll say like Google Home, right? And they'll make a search about a specific item that they want, right? But they don't say, hey, buy this camera, like an XR camera or whatever, a Sony XR. They'll say something like, what are the benefits of an XR compared to this camera or something like that. I'm just giving you an example of how the different voice commands that people are giving it. It's kind of like a conversation with Google. Okay, so my SEO people who are watching this, they already know that they're prepping their content, right? Their off-page and on-page SEO content to really meet these snippet criteria, like answering questions or frequently asked questions or some of the most important pages on a blog or even on a website, because they know that if they can answer the question just as people are asking it, Google is going to reward that particular article or that section, right? So that way your page can rank on the SEO side. Now, when it comes to the PPC side, the SEM, search engine marketing, then you need to play into that as well when it comes to how your keywords are structured, right? So I'll show you an example inside my screen right now. In the keyword planner, which is still, again, hands down, one of the best ways that you can do keyword research. Obviously, there's a lot of paid tools out there. For this particular exercise, we're gonna use the keyword planner. I think to me, it's still valid and it's gonna be valid in 2024. So I'm gonna show you just kind of an example of the difference in context, right? For keywords and how that's gonna influence your ads as well, right? And the way that you're creating your ads, you know, to ensure that the copy is aligned with your audience's needs at the moment that they search for your particular product or service, right? So an example would be, let's say, a luxury carpet, but you can see here, luxury carpet has 1,300 average monthly searches in the United States. Let's say that you sell the top luxury carpets in the world. This is definitely a broad keyword that you can tap into, and is what's recommended at the beginning if you want to show up for these type of queries, right? Now, if you need to get specific on what type of carpet it is, right? So for example, in this case, it's a bathroom carpet, luxury bathroom carpet, then this is where you can get creative, okay? Right? And again, sure, a lot of these keywords, when you do broad or you do the conversational type of keywords, so let's say we do what is the best luxury bathroom carpet, you might not get a lot of volume for that, right? You can see here, there's no data. If you do best luxury bathroom carpet, now we have some volume. Even as I put best here, we still have some relevant keywords around high end, right? So high end, there's definitely more search volume. So what this tells us is we should create our ads around more the high-end search term, okay, as opposed to maybe best luxury. Notice that the luxury only has a limited amount of search volume. So that means your ads may show up, but they may not get a whole lot of impressions. But if you use high-end, you know, bathroom rugs, right, within your ad copy and in your keyword, then guess what? You're gonna have more opportunity for traffic volume and clicks to your ad and your website. These are the things that you can play with in order for you to understand that it's not just about, okay, I'm selling luxury carpets, so I'm just gonna put luxury carpet. You can, and you will have some volume there. But what are other ways that people are searching for? How are they searching? And this goes back to what we were saying in the step number one inside keywords, is you want to have context and relevance, right? To what is actually being searched right now. It's not the same how people were searching, 5 years ago, even a year ago. People have a different way of searching for specific products and services. So hope you grasp the concept there. Okay, so let's talk about bidding strategies. That's number 3. Now, 2024, it's gonna bring a new dimension to bidding strategies, right? So you'll see that there's a lot of smart bidding powered by AI, which is gonna play a vital role into your campaign setup and your optimizations, okay? It's gonna maximize automation, it's gonna maximize machine learning when you're creating these performance max campaigns, demand gen campaigns, but more importantly, your basic max conversion campaigns or your target CPA campaigns, right? So there are gonna be other bidding strategies such as ROAS, return on ad spend, or CPA, but a lot of these are happening in real time, right? There's real-time changes and dynamic bid adjustment that you don't even know what's going on. If you're still stuck on the manual CPC, you're gonna be kind of enslaved to your screen, and you're gonna have to really compete in a high-paced environment with all the other advertisers that are already tapping into the smart bidding strategy. So it's gonna be very difficult for any advertiser to, let's say, have a strong grip and control of your campaigns and the bids, because especially if you have multiple services, you have multiple products that you're promoting, just just think about it, right? You're gonna go crazy if you're gonna have everything in manual CPC, right? Max CPC, everything needs to be nowadays adapted to what's coming. When you're launching your search campaigns, go towards responsive, right? So everything is going towards responsive. You can no longer do the expanded text ads like we used to do before. It's no more manual text ads. You have a responsive search campaign where you can now allow Google to basically allocate different assets or create different assets for you to match your landing page to maximize the effort of showing your ad in front of that individual that is on the middle to the bottom of the funnel, right? They're just very close to converting, and that is what it comes down to. So I'll show you an example inside the ad creation here. Okay, so here you're looking inside the ad, right? The edit section here, or ad creation section for our agency. So for example, you see here different headlines, right? So the AI, it gives us more ideas as well. This is from Google themselves, but notice we already have some of our ideas here, but you want to leverage all this. Images now, this is another thing that it's recently rolled out. This hasn't been added to Google for forever. This is kind of like a 2023 thing where you can add images inside, your Google ads, right? So for example, we can take this here. I'm just kind of showing you an example, right? So let's say you want to take this, we'll remove this one here. I just want to use this aspect ratio, save it. This is just one option, right? So there are various options that you can choose from, but won't this take more real estate for you? Of course it does, right? If you're searching for mobile, if somebody sees this, it's right in your face, right? YouTube in-feed ads. And if somebody's looking for YouTube ads, there are going to be higher chances of that person going to click this ad versus, with no image. These are the little things that Google has already started to implement and has helped other advertisers just gain a position to, to outrank a competitor that maybe has been established and maybe they just haven't renewed or they haven't really optimized to the level of where Google is going nowadays. So very important here is adapting to that in your ad creation process. If you want to create multiple ads, you can do so, right? And you can create headlines that are different, maybe the order of the headlines, right? So this is another thing you can experiment with is having a pinned headline. Let's say you always want to show the #1 growing YouTube ads agency, for example, we want to select it as pinned, then we can do so, right? We can do these things that will help the overall experience of the user. They recommend not to use it and just kind of let the algorithm do its thing. Again, this is to each his own, right? But it's a matter of testing different ideas, but understanding that the bidding strategies and the optimizations that need to be made are fully algorithmic, and you want to just kind of focus on your ad copy, persuasive ad copy, creating really good ads, headlines, and descriptions that really match what the person is looking for on the other side. Okay, and last but not least, number 4, it's landing page optimization with CRO. Okay, so CRO, conversion rate optimization. This is one important aspect of your funnel, right? From your ad funnel, from ad click all the way to the step of, let's say, them filling out a form, calling you, or buying something from you. Having a landing page that converts well, right? Depending on their niche, there's different benchmarks that you can look into, but having a landing page that converts well per traffic channel, that is key here. That is key. You can have the perfect ad copy, you have the keywords that are bringing in the traffic, you have high click-through rate, 10%, 20% click-through rate and great CPCs. But if you don't have a landing page that is seamless, that the user experience is flawless, you have fast loading landing page, the copy is really taking that user for that journey of like, hey, this is exactly what you need, right? If you're going through this particular problem, this is a solution type of scenario, then you're not doing it right. Okay, I'll tell you right now, you're not doing it right if you don't have a good converting landing page. So more important than ever in 2023, 2024, mobile first design, page speed is a must, persuasive content, headline copy needs to be very concise, to the point. The call to action needs to be a clear call to action. Have multiple call to actions. You need to have reviews depending on the niche that you're in. Most of them, you'll need to have testimonials or reviews. And one important thing that you want to be doing is A/B testing, okay? A/B testing to fine tune your landing page. That is crucial for optimal results because if you don't do this, what's gonna happen is you're gonna say, oh, Google ads didn't work for me. Oh, I'm getting better results on Facebook. Well, guess what? You need a landing page per channel, right? You could use one landing page for Google and for Facebook, and maybe you're getting great results, great. But if one channel is getting you a higher conversion than not, or basically Google's not working for you, but Facebook ads is, guess what? These are different people in different stages of the funnel. So somebody that has high intent is completely different from somebody that just saw a Facebook or Instagram ad where they got interested. They went to your landing landing page. Maybe they didn't convert right away, but now if you have people that are just converting better on the Google Ads side, well, you know why? Because it's high intent on Google. So you will need to make sure you optimize your landing page or create landing pages according to the different stages in the funnel that the person's in. And that is the main recommendation on that side. And there you have it, guys. This was a video covering the Google Ads best practices in 2024, including some ideas that you can start implementing right now. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, turn on your notifications to get notified when we drop some more media buying and video marketing knowledge your way. And we'll see you on the next video.